The University of Waterloo's campus store has found a unique way to participate in the institution's reconciliation efforts and bring Indigenous representation to campus, launching a line of special merchandise.
As a department responsible for printing and retail, it was very natural for us to think about if there were a way to bring in some Indigenous products that would then introduce something to the community, the university community, that would be meaningful.
Working with the university's Office of Indigenous Relations, the store commissioned Indigenous artist Alana Jewell to create a design that would be applied to various products. Her artwork is infused with symbolism about the land on which the university sits, the Haldeman Tract, which is the traditional land of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples.
When you look at it as a whole, it's a very symbolic of the interconnectedness of the environment and of nature. It's got a lot of really important symbolic elements within it.
The artist told CityNews via email, the artwork is a representation of the wildlife and ecosystem of the Grand River. The design depicts herons taking flight, drawing energy from the Great Tree of Peace and florals growing beside the riverbed, flowing up towards the moon, which controls the waters and has a deep connection to the Grand River.
What's been important to us in terms of setting up the display in the store and is to actually include photography and some actual messaging about the meaning of the symbolism, because while it's great for people to appreciate this as beautiful art, there's value as well in understanding Indigenous culture behind that art.
He adds that the project aims to go beyond cultural understanding.
Depending on the product, it'll range between 20 and 50% of the purchase price will be transferred to the new Indigenous Student Success Fund.
Sometimes it can be a bit difficult for students to tap into existing financial aid that exists within the structure of the University of Waterloo. So that's a fund that was created to have accessible financial aid to Indigenous students.
Alana adds that while she did not attend Waterloo, she empathizes with students in precarious financial situations, telling CityNews, "When I was in my undergrad, I had to rely on an emergency bursary and work really hard for small grants just to make ends meet. It's beautiful that I have a part in helping other students in the same position," adding it was clear that everyone involved in this project had their heart and minds in the right place.
This is a prime example of how a department can take a look at, at the work that they do in the realm that they have, and how they can come up with some really meaningful indigenization strategies and initiatives that have a lasting impact.
Staff behind the project say they hope the initiative will inspire other organizations to follow suit. For more on the products, you can go to our website, citynews.ca. For City News, I'm Dilshad Berman.